Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
No announcement and no warning has come out of Toronto yet. Bo Bichette is suddenly sitting at the center of a divisional storm that could reshape the season, and this story is about silence, leverage, and timing. Welcome to the Blue Jays Report, as this video tracks how one quiet name controls an entire market. If you want every development as it happens, hit subscribe now and stay locked in. Toronto has chosen stillness while rivals move loudly, and that contrast is where everything begins for the Blue Jays right now. During a critical moment for the organization and its future, Toronto is not broadcasting intentions because the front office has settled into a pattern of preparation before action, and that pattern is active again. There is no rebuilding language and no panic spending, only positioning, patience, and control across the roster. This approach avoids inflated bidding wars and protects long-term flexibility while keeping the team competitive every season. Rivals mistake this quiet for hesitation, but it is structure. The Blue Jays are ready to act when leverage tilts their way, and until then, they allow the market to expose pressure elsewhere without interference from competing organizations across the division. Boston has chosen a louder path, and that choice now defines its options. Prospect capital has already been spent, short-term solutions stacked, and financial limits approached, leaving little room to miss. Their priority remains Alex Bregman, a proven fit who solves immediate lineup needs, but contingency planning is already active inside that front office. If the preferred route closes, the strategy does not restart, it pivots, and Bo Bichette has emerged as the primary alternative. Not speculation, but a tracked internal preference driven by need, speed, and scarcity within the American League East landscape right now, today alone. This pursuit carries weight because the environment is tight. Boston is operating under structural urgency with limited maneuverability and few clean solutions available across the infield. The league is short on players who combine proven production, controlled age, defensive versatility, and reliability. That rare mix inflates value naturally, especially when interest comes from a direct rival. Even without Toronto offering the asset, the market begins adjusting prices upward. And every conversation reinforces Bo Bichette as a premium name held by choice, not necessity, within the current trade window across baseball circles today and tomorrow alike, everywhere else watching closely now. While attention shifts outward, Toronto stays disciplined, making a small move that avoids noise by signing 24-year-old catcher Giovanni Planchard to a minor league deal. There are no promises attached and no disruption planned. This addition does not challenge the top of the depth chart. Instead, it secures system stability, protects against unforeseen breakdowns, and keeps internal operations steady. These moves rarely trend, but they matter when pressure spikes and options disappear, because depth prevents chaos when circumstances turn suddenly during a long season filled with uncertainty and constant strain everywhere else around baseball markets today now. The numbers behind Bo Bichette anchor the discussion. With a career .294 average and consistent hit totals across multiple seasons, he covers shortstop, second base, and third base without sacrificing output, allowing lineups to shift without losing impact. That flexibility is functional, not cosmetic, and it sustains production regardless of alignment. He is not dependent on one role to create value, and that reliability keeps his profile desirable across contenders, searching for certainty in volatile roster environments throughout the season. As pressure increases, games tighten and margins shrink daily across the league right now, today only. Toronto understands that silence itself creates leverage. By not rushing extensions or reacting to external narratives, the organization lets demand build naturally. Interest from rivals does the work, raising perceived cost without forcing movement. If an offer meets expectations, discussions happen. If not, the asset stays central within the roster plan. This balance keeps control internal and avoids premature decisions, allowing multiple paths forward without closing doors or weakening negotiating position at any stage of the process, while remaining competitive every season within the division race, as windows remain open for now and beyond this year alone, still firmly intact. The ceiling has been visible whenever Bo Bichette is healthy, producing at the top of the order and driving consistent offense. Availability remains the known variable, and it is never ignored at this level. Durability determines value, and planning reflects that reality. Toronto builds around coverage and depth rather than assumption, ensuring production does not collapse if challenges arise. This measured approach allows strength without overexposure and keeps the team steady through long stretches of unpredictable outcomes across demanding schedules, travel, and divisional matchups that test rosters every single month of the season ahead now and beyond again still ahead. The difference between competitive and controlled organizations shows here. Toronto watches first and moves second, allowing the market to reveal pressure before acting. Now the decision point approaches quietly. Will silence be converted into leverage or surrendered early by reaction? The story continues to unfold, and every development matters. Subscribe now to stay with this channel through every update as the Blue Jays decide how control, timing, and patience shape what comes next for the roster, the season, the division, and the future ahead, starting today, right now, without missing anything important at all anytime soon again here with us.